morning, everyone. Welcome to the last day on our cruise adventure. Today we're on board the whole day. We don't have any place to go to today. So we're going to be doing different things on board, things we haven't done before, in hopes of making it a little bit more magical. Right now we're heading to a sushi making class over at Izumi. I'm gonna meet my family there and we're gonna get started. So I'll see you at sushi making. So as you can see, we started off our day by heading to Izumi, where $61.57 gave us the opportunity of taking a sushi making class. Now we basically just assembled all the sushi, all the food was completely cooked. It was quite the experience. It was both myself and my husband, as well as our two daughters who are 7 and 9, and they loved it. They don't love sushi so much, but they love the fact that they got to make it and they tried it. And after trying it, they determined it wasn't for them, but they got an experience out of it. Now, we had the opportunity of making 2 different rolls, spicy tuna and shrimp tempura. We also went ahead and we made a temaki as well as nigiri, and they were all exquisite. They were delicious. Everything came out great. And the best part is, we took these skills home. And as soon as I got home, I had to get the seaweed, I had to get the rice and the crab meat to make it myself. So not only did we get a class, it was exciting and very educational, but we took these skills home, which I thought was incredible. So if you're going to do an experience or you want to participate in an experience on a Royal Caribbean cruise, I highly recommend doing the sushi class as well as the cupcake decorating class. Those are 2 classes that I really, really love. I'm able to do it with my entire family and we enjoy it truly. So take a look at what we created here. And then after you're done there, they add toppings and they prepare it for you. They slice the sushi up so you can enjoy. After we finished sushi making, we went to the salon. One of my favorite things to do is right before we head back home to get a full wash and blow dry, because it saves me the time and the effort when I get back home after being so exhausted from a trip to have to start washing, blow drying, or even cutting hair. So this is a must if you're going back home and you just want to relax, take it easy, wash and blow dry your hair in their salon. Great service, and you get it done before you head home. So you go home feeling fresh, you go home feeling clean, and it's one less thing that you have to do when you get back home. Because it was a day at sea after the salon, we had the opportunity of going to watch my sister's favorite show ever, Cats. So it was a 2:15 showing. So we were able to kind of catch that early in the day and then continue to enjoy activities throughout the day. But this is the setup, the stage setup for the Cats production. This is the 3rd time we watch Cats. My girls really love it. It is a little bit lengthy. I'm thinking about, 2 hours long. It's pretty lengthy, and it is not a show for everyone. But because the girls love it, we went ahead and we visited once more. But it's a great opportunity for you to just sit down, relax, and watch a production. Once the show concluded, we had a great activity waiting for us at the Adventure Ocean. This is on deck 14 aboard the Oasis of the Seas, and they have a family play area. They have areas to take care of your kids, almost like a daycare where you could drop them off. They have that theater that you see right there where they show puppet shows and movies, but they also have
a lab, and this lab is dedicated to science experiments, arts and crafts, family coloring. They have a bunch of things waiting for kids here. This is one of our favorite spots on the ship for the girls because they really get to have a lot of fun. Today's session was a science experiment, and although there were a lot of kids, usually the kids at the table complete the experiment and then they rotate so that other kids have a try, but they always make sure that everyone has a chance to participate, which is very important. And of course, something worth mentioning is that all these activities that take place in the family science lab, the arts and crafts, the science experiments, family-led coloring, all of this is for free. You can find all of these activities listed on your Royal Caribbean itinerary app or the little forms that they leave in your room. You can also go to guest services and pick up a paper itinerary where you can see everything that's lined up for the whole day aboard the cruise. Once we finished, we headed to the room because this cruise we were celebrating Aloha's birthday. Last cruise we celebrated Coco, and I really wanted Aloha to feel the same love. So we got her room decorated and she was just over the moon excited about it. There are so many services that you can request aboard Royal Caribbean. They send you cakes to the room, they decorate the room for you. They truly make you feel like you're at home. And I was so excited when she walked in and her face lit up with joy and excitement. So just know that if you have a birthday, an anniversary, something really special going on, Royal Caribbean is always there to help you celebrate. Okay, so Aloha, for her birthday, she designed her own birthday dress to wear. Coco's wearing a traditional fancy look. Aloha, you want to show the dress that you made? So Aloha's an aspiring fashion designer, and she made this dress for her birthday dinner.
She's got the looks.
Aloha made this by hand, by herself. She designed it, and then when she was done designing, she brought it to me and she did a modeling session, and she's like, this is what I want to wear for my birthday dinner.
Like,
Dun, 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 dun. We decided to wrap up the night by having dinner with the whole family at Chop's Grill, where we sang happy birthday to Aloha, and we said goodbye to an amazing Euro trip. So we are back in Barcelona, Spain. It is the next day and we are in a bus heading on over to the airport because it's sadly time to end our Euro trip and go back home to Miami.
Good morning, everyone. Happy last day of Teatime Travels. This is our final episode for the series. So we're out of the cruise. It took us exactly 25 minutes to get out.
it's very sad though.
It's very sad, yes. It's very sad, but it is what it is. So we're heading to the airport now. We have our bus ready, we have everything ready, heading to the airport. And I want to share with you guys like what the process is. For those of you that are traveling and you need to be on a flight early morning, just know you can get off rather early from the cruise. You don't necessarily have to wait for your color to be called or your number to be called in order to get off, but there is a process. Now you can wake up like we did. We woke up at 6 and we were ready by 7 in the morning. Literally left at 7 on the dot, and we were in the bus driving off 7:25. So you could probably do it quicker than that. We have a large group, which is why it took 25 minutes. We had to take escalators. Others had to take elevators. We had to wait for one another. But you could have been out in literally 5-10 minutes. It was really, really quick. So we've made it to the airport. This airport in Barcelona is really, really pretty compared to the French airport. It's very modern, very clean. They have the AC on. That's another thing. Here in Europe, there's not a lot of like air conditioning on. I feel like everything is hot. We found this Bonds and Company. We're trying to look for a little breakfast. I wanted Starbucks, but it's like on the other side of the airport again. So let's see. I'm looking for something to eat. So we wound up finding a place near our terminal, and I picked up this.
I need to fire the sandwich.
I picked up this baguette. It's chicken. And this chocolate croissant, some orange juice, and the chocolate milk we've been drinking in Spain. It accumulates at the bottom. But so this is what we've been able to pick up. There's a McDonald's and a Starbucks and everything, but it's downstairs, so you would have to go through passport and the whole process all over again. So we just stuck to this place.
Once we were done eating, it was time to board. We did first class on this Delta flight, and look at the leg room, look at the storage, look at everything. I absolutely fell in love, not just with the plane and with the seat, but with the entire crew. They were all so incredibly kind. I've had such wonderful experience flying with Delta. We'll start with the storage beneath like where your feet would go. They have a little bin there. You could put your book bag, your little carry-on. They have this little table that comes out, perfect for dining. We had all these buttons on the side, which help with the reclining of the seat, bringing it back like a bed. Tons of leg room. I'm 5 feet, so this was like, I mean, it couldn't be a better seat. So I can imagine someone who's a little bit taller with all that leg room. It must be magical. They also give you an incredibly soft and delicious pillow, is really what I have to call it, and a blanket for you to cover up. They also give you these tiny little pouches, and within these pouches you have things like socks, eye mask, earplugs, toothpaste, hand cream. It's the perfect little bag, and of course you can keep it. I kept ours so that I can hang Aloha and Coco's little wing pins that they give you if you meet the pilot and the co-pilot, as well as their little trading cards. So they just have so many incredible items in this bag. Super, super awesome if you're flying internationally. You have this little bag where you can kind of keep and store all the things that you're going to need throughout the flight. Makes it a lot easier. Once we took off and we reached the desired altitude, we began to receive our first meal. We started with some nuts, a soup that tasted like a tomato soup. It was very cold though. Some bread with butter, salad, some shrimp, and a vinaigrette sauce to add to our salad. Then we got our lunch. Now the actual meal, we selected the beef, but there was other options like chicken. You can even get chicken fingers and things like that for your kids if you pre-select your menu before flight. And then we got a dessert, which was an ice cream with some Spanish chocolate and cookies. Oh my God, that was so good. We ended our night by watching a movie and trying to get a little shut-eye so that when we got back to Miami, we would try to be as close as possible to Miami time as far as their sleep schedule is concerned. So the girls were watching a movie. They got some snacks, passed out after a little while. There was some chocolate bars and some sour cream and chive chips. Overall, delicious snacks, and the lunch was spectacular. Or should I say the dinner was spectacular. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get some shut-eye, and I'll see you in literally a few seconds. That was quick. Now another meal. Pizza and some delicious filled donuts. They were so good. As soon as we were done eating, we landed in Georgia, where we had to take another flight from Georgia to Miami. But we had a couple of hours to wait before our flight, so I decided to just walk around the airport and visit some stores to see what they had.
Look at what I found. I don't need it, but I want it. $20, señor, but I need this UFO light. Do you though? I need it though. Okay. I want it. Right? Oh.
Before we knew it, we were on the next flight out to Miami, and the girls had the opportunity of meeting the pilot and the co-pilot. They got their little pins and their trading cards, and we were so excited. And before we knew it, we were landing in Miami. Thank you all so much for an incredible season 2 of Tea Time Travels. I cannot wait to see you for season 3. Until then, stay magical.